Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Abhishek Bal, your host. Are you taking the next FRM exam in 2022? FRM can get you a very rewarding career. That is exemplified by the fact that globally more than 70,000 FRM charter holders are employed across various insurance companies, hedge fund, asset management companies, regulators, investment and commercial bank. While the growing popularity of FRM is uncontested, the growth rate of FRM across the Southeast Asia much surpasses that of the global average. At 25% year-on-year basis CAGR, the countries like India, Vietnam, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Singapore, and China have surpassed the global demand of more than 16% registration worldwide for FRM. FRM can make a difference to various companies in various capacities. So, have you set your goal on that? Let me tell you, it can be fun and yet it can be challenging as well. Less than 25% of the people, of the candidate, pass their FRM exam at first go, which is to say that less than 1 out of every 4 candidates actually pass their FRM exam at the first go itself. Now, what does it take to make an FRM charter holder? Well, I believe it requires 3 S, 3 D, and 1 P. What are those? Well, you require a robust schedule, a foolproof system, and a solid synchronization with your study material and the resources that you are using, aptly guided by a mentor or a faculty. You also require a dedicated approach, a solid determination, and above all, a hardcore discipline. Discipline for what? Well, GARP recommends that a candidate should study anywhere between 250 to 400 hours. So discipline to work through those many hours in order to pass each part of the exams. Now, what is it that I have to offer? Well, let me reintroduce myself. I am an FRM and a CFA charter holder. I've passed my exams at the first attempt itself with top quartiles, except maybe for 1 or 2 topic areas. But more importantly, I have taught more than 3,000 candidates for the financial charters while I was working with one of the largest prep providers called deliberation in India. I have trained across companies like Wipro, Infosys, Tech Mahindra, TCS, and Thermax. I have had close to 21 years of work experience, half of which has been into investment banking. So I believe I can actually join the dots of the practical world with that of the theoretical aspect. But more importantly, I ensure that my student candidates get the best out of me. So, how do we propose to go about it? So for those candidates who are taking the exam in 2022, we have started our class, or rather we're going to start our class for the May batch from mid of November, more precisely 14th of November onwards. And we have segregated it into 3 halves. The first half, which will be spanning over 4 months, we will be completing the first pass of the curriculum. In the next phase, we'll be taking on the revision classes along with the doubt clearing session. And in the third phase, curated mocks will be presented that will mimic almost the actual level of the exam itself. So, what are you waiting for? I know. You would like to know also that what are the fees for it. Well, if you want to register with us, that is AB classes, you can do so at any given point in time by paying 24,500 rupees, including all taxes. However, I've got a great surprise for all of you. If you register anytime from November 1 to November 7, you're going to enjoy a discount of 19%. That means you only have to pay less than 20,000 rupees, Indian rupees that is. More precisely, 19,900 rupees is what you have to pay, inclusive of all taxes, if you want to join my class. Just write an email with a subject line of EBR1, that is Early Bird Registration 1, to my email ID, that is newavatar190@gmail.com, in order to book your set. But if you miss the deadline of 7th of November, you would still have chance to join from 7th of November, after 7th of November till 14th of November. You can still make a payment, but you may only be allowed to have a discount of 10% only, which means that instead of 24,500, you would be paying me 22,000. However, any date after that, the full fees will apply. Now, for the international students, the respective fees have become $290, $320, and $380 respectively. That is inclusive of all taxes. But I have one more surprise for you, and that is candidates who are actually taking the benefit of this early bird registration, they will not only be given the pass protection, that is, in the unlikely and unfortunate event of you not passing the exam at the first go, I will be there with you. I will be there till such time that you will be taking the exam, making sure that you ultimately cross the hurdle. Not only that, students who register early will also get an access and privilege of all the forums that I will be monitoring and I will be prevailing upon. So in addition to the regular forum that all the student candidates will be having access to, I will also be curating important and critical problems across different forums, the excerpts of which I will be providing a link to the first set of candidates who register with me. So, what are you waiting for? If you have set your goal to becoming an FRM charter holder, look no forward, look no further. You have come to the right place, and I see you soon.